Kev G weather overview, still recovering from last week's floods. And you could see by the meteorological summer stats that this was really a summer characterized by copious amounts of rain. This was Central Park's second wettest summer on record, at least as far as June 1st through September 1st is concerned. Not quite done with the actual summer yet, but we are in the waning days, and we are headed towards fall. And these are the climate stats for 2021. So what we're looking at over the next 7 days is not a whole heck of a lot of rain. I think the most widespread opportunity for rain looks like it's going to be next Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday night, and that's reflected pretty much in the Weather Prediction Center graphics here. You can see the lion's share of the rain is over upstate New York and New England, away from the coastal plain. Not to say that we won't have some opportunities for rain, but not really anything that significant in a widespread fashion. We really need to dry out. You can see over coastal Texas and Louisiana, there's a chance of excessive rain in an area that really doesn't need it. So we are fortunate to dry out over the next 7 days. And the other theme of the weather, I think, is going to be the relatively above normal temperatures. Now, as we get into September, we're almost to mid-September. And anytime we get temperatures around 90, which is what we're going to see on Sunday and Monday, that's pretty well above normal, I would think. I think our normal highs are probably in the mid 70 range. But you can see how on the model here, it has a northwest flow. This is what we have today, a very nice day out there. And then tomorrow, we sort of turn our winds to the west under mostly sunny skies, very pleasant. And then by Sunday, the humidity comes up and our temperatures race into the mid 80s, mid and upper 80s, and we could even flirt with 90 degrees in the urban corridor. And Monday, pretty much the same thing. I think our temperatures could come down a little bit on Tuesday as we get more clouds in the picture. But you can see that other than like a stray shower through about Wednesday of next week or early Wednesday of next week, nothing really doing as far as the precipitation is concerned. And then you can see by Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday night, we have this stronger cold front that's going to come through. And that'll provide the area probably with our best bet anyway at widespread shower and thunderstorm activity. And then another high pressure builds in after that. And that'll give us pleasant weather for next Thursday and Friday, the 16th and the 17th. So now we'll take a look at the temperatures, and you can see that for tomorrow, highs around 80, just a spectacular day with plenty of sunshine. And then you can see the surge in temperatures on Monday with highs around 85. Tuesday holding around the same, Monday holding around the same. And then Tuesday, maybe some more clouds in the picture as a warm front tries to snake its way through, and perhaps a shower or two in the afternoon. But the main action holds off until Wednesday, and you see the temperatures come up just a little bit ahead of that cold front, which is typical. Anytime you get a frontal passage, the temperatures like to surge ahead of the frontal boundary as it comes through, usually from west to east, but sometimes it comes down from the north. So overall, we're looking at a pretty pleasant stretch of weather with not a lot of precipitation. We have a few warm to hot days in there, Sunday, Monday especially, and then Tuesday we knock it back down with perhaps a surge in humidity on Wednesday before the next cold front comes through.